What's up, y'all? What's going on with y'all, man? Today Friday. Y'all know what today is. If y'all been, paying attention. Uh, Free Game Friday, man. I got a few things for y'all that I want to go over. So, first of all, I want to say that I'm gonna start putting this on Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just found out how to make IGTV videos, and I found out that they gotta be 15 minutes or less. And y'all know I've been going on like 25 minutes one video, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like as I get better at doing this with y'all, I'm gonna find a way to like bring the time down. Because I know a lot of people's attention spans are short too. Mine is too. These smartphones and these internet done messed us up to where we don't even 2 minutes. That's all we really got a time for before we moving on to the next. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter, you know what I'm saying, as I go on. But I don't know how long this one is going to be because I'm freestyling again. But I'm just, I'm finna drop some jewels on y'all. So I got 3 things I want to help out with. So the first thing I want to help out with is I want to teach the people who have decent enough credit to use this strategy. I want to teach y'all about this thing called velocity banking. Okay, so velocity banking, basically a quick rundown of what velocity banking is velocity banking is basically in layman terms, velocity banking would be like, okay, I have a bank account and I got this debt. I got credit card debt. I got student loan debt. I got car note. You know what I'm saying? I got a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I ain't talking about insurance payments and interest. Like, all that stuff is gonna keep on going regardless. Like, even when you pay your car off, you still gonna have car insurance payments. So we can't velocity that. Like, we can't do that. But for things that you can pay off and actually own, you can eventually own it. I can show you how to do that a lot faster with velocity banking. So pretty much this is how it works. You go to the bank. Hopefully, you have if you have a decent credit score, you know what I'm saying, 700 or up would definitely help out. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna say 650. You know what I'm saying? 680. If you in the like low sixes, the first thing you need to do is help. You need to build your personal credit, and I can help with that too. Like, y'all get at me. You know what I'm saying? I can't put all of this stuff that I do in a video. I do a lot of stuff. I can't put it all in one video or a couple of videos. Like, it's gonna take some time. But if y'all need help with personal credit, get at me. I do that too. But if your credit isn't like up to par, I need to say 650, 680 or higher. If it's not there, then this strategy might not work as good for you as it would for the person who has a higher credit score. But basically what you're doing is you're going to your bank and you're getting a line of credit, a revolving, unsecured line of credit from your bank. Now, here's the trick. This is the good part about it. This is the beauty about it. Say for instance, you make $5,000 a month. We'll go with that number because it's easy to do the math on that. $5,000 a month is what you make from your job. You see what I'm saying? Okay. 3,000 of that is expenses. When I say expenses, I mean bills, food, gas, like adding all that in. Remember what I told y'all about budgeting? Please make sure that you budget so you can know these type of things. If you don't do no budgeting, then you won't even know this stuff. You won't even be able to know how much you're making, how much you're putting out. So do your budgeting and then okay, I make $5,000 a month. Okay, 3,000 of that goes towards expenses. That's my bills. That's my entertainment. As far as like Netflix and all those bills that you have, everything that you do. If you go out to the club or whatever you do, like, you know what I'm saying, add all of that stuff in. Know that I can only, if you go to the casino, be like, okay, I can only spend this much per month or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, budget that. Now you got $3,000 in expenses out of the $5,000 that you make. Okay, then you got $1,000 in debt paid, like paying down your debt. So I just say it all in together, you got about $4,000 in expenses, because that's paying down your debt. You know what I'm saying? Your monthly payments on whatever you got. That's paying all your bills. You know what I'm saying? Bills that you're going to have to pay regardless. That's, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going, you're going to spend $4,000 a month. You got $1,000 left kicking. Most of us, we spend that $1,000 because we don't budget. So we don't even count where it goes to. We don't even pay no attention that we just spent $1,000 and we probably don't even really remember or know what we spent it on. Let me take these glasses off. That glare is killing me, y'all. You probably don't even know what you spent it on. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, just say, for instance, you're budgeting yourself properly and You make $5,000 a month and you know that 4,000 of that you're spending, you got $1,000 left over to save every month. Remember, I told y'all to save to invest. Now, this Velocity Banking strategy is a little different. Of course, you're going to always want to save to invest, but Velocity Banking goes like this. I got $5,000 a month. Say my car note. Say I owe $13,000 left on my car. I don't know how much it was to begin with. I don't know how much your car was. We just throwing out some numbers. Say I owe $13,000 on my car to pay it off. I make $5,000 a month. So I got car notes. I got all these bills, right? I'm finna show y'all how to eliminate some bills through Velocity Banking. So what you do is you take that you go to your bank and you apply for an unsecured revolving line of credit. Or if you have a home and you've been living in that home and you have equity in that home, you've been paying a mortgage on that home, you have equity, you can use a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, to do this as well. If y'all need help understanding what that is, or if y'all, don't know how to access those, like, let me know. Y'all reach out to me. I can't put all of this in one video. Y'all reach out to me. I can show you about HELOCs and stuff. Okay, so say for instance, you got an unsecured revolving line of credit from your bank and they issued you, say, $15,000. That's decent. You know what I'm saying? So you got a credit card, $15,000 on it from your bank account, from your bank. That's personal. That's to your personal credit. You see what I'm saying? Okay. You make $5,000 a month, right? You pay $4,000 in bills, right? So check this out. Your car note is $13,000. Okay. You take that $15,000 and you pay your car note off. Pay it off with that line of credit that you just got. Now you got $2,000 left kicking in that line of credit. Really, let's just take it down. Let's be more reasonable. Let's say you owe $10,000 on your car. Pay that $10,000 with that line of credit. You still got $5,000 in your line of credit. All right, now you looking like, that's more debt. I'm going to have to pay. Now that's another bill I'm paying. But you got to understand this. You just eliminated one bill for another bill. But I'm going to teach you how that bill that you just eliminated is gone and the new bill that you have ain't even a bill. Watch this. Watch this. This gets real slick. Watch this. $15,000 line of credit. Y'all following me? $10,000 of that. I'm using $10,000 of that to pay off my car. Now, I don't have a car note no more, but I owe $10,000 back to this line of credit. But guess what? The interest on my car note was a lot higher than the interest on this line of credit that I have. So the interest on my car note might have been 12%, 18%, whatever it is. This line of credit interest is 4%. 5%. You see what I'm saying? So I just traded off some interest for some more interest that's way less. So I'm saving money right there. First of all. Second of all, the strategy is I make $5,000 a month. And at the end of my month, I got $1,000 kicking. So what do? I take every dollar that I make every month, $5,000 at the end of the month, I put all of that back into the line of credit because the line of credit is revolving, meaning that whatever I use, when I put it back, it's right back available for me to use it again. So if I just spent $10,000 out of this line of credit, when I get paid at the end of the month, I got $5,000. I take that whole $5,000 and I put it into that line of credit. Guess what that does? That counts as a payment. That counts as multiple payments on the line of credit. Because if I spend $10,000 on a $15,000 line of credit, my monthly payments are going to be, a couple of hundred a month. Because they want their interest, they're going to get the interest from you. So what you're doing is you're chunking a big payment at it by giving them $5,000. You already got $1,000 that you're not spending because you're in the mindset of saving to invest it in something. So that $1,000 that you're saving, that you're not spending, is going back towards the line of credit. Because guess what? That $5,000 that you just put in there, $4,000 that is coming right back out to pay your bills. So do the math. Let's do the math real quick. $15,000. I make $5,000 a month. I spend $10,000 to pay my car off. Now I take $5,000 that I make every month and I put it into that line of credit. So now that that $15,000 is back up to 10, right? But I take 4 of it out to pay all my bills and stuff. So it's back down to 6. But I'm leaving that $1,000 in there. So that's making it $6,000 instead of $5,000. And each month is going to go up $1,000 because I'm going to leave that $1,000 in each month. I'm paying my bills from my line of credit, but I'm also making payments, multiple payments to my line of credit by putting my income into the revolving line of credit. But I don't have a car note no more. So that's money freeing up. So instead of me having to pay, if my bills was $4,000, that was including my car note. Guess what? I ain't got no car note no more. So now my bills is probably $3,500. So now really I got an extra $500 that I can do whatever I want to do with it. But if I want to get my line of credit back to where it was at faster, I can just chunk that whole $1,500 to the line of credit after I pay my bills and do it all over again. So then you look at this. If I just spent $10,000 on my line of credit from my bank, my personal line of credit, I just spent $10,000, but I'm letting a thousand build up each month, then that means it's going to take me 10 months to get it back to 15,000. When it gets back to 15,000, what do? I do it again. Next, I'm probably credit cards or student loans or whatever else the next bill. See, I want to start with the smallest bill possible, and whatever else the next bill is, then that's when I'm gonna tackle that bill next. And what I'm doing is I'm taking big chunks of it and I'm paying it down. So I'm beating the interest as well, because I don't know how many months it's going to take you to pay $10,000 on your car note if you're paying such and such by per month. But a lot of those payments, a lot of that money that you're paying per month is going towards interest anyway. So if I'm chunking $10,000 at the principal balance, I'm cutting off all the interest. Think about that. It's kind of confusing, bro. Like, it took me a while to kind of understand that because I had to keep on but I actually showed this concept to somebody. And they used the concept and they was able to pay their house down like way faster than you can have a 30-year mortgage. This is just to put it in perspective. You can have a 30-year mortgage and you can pay that 30-year mortgage down in 5 to 7 years using Velocity Banking. So that's for all of my people who have decent credit, who have debt that they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knock off a bill at a time. Each bill you knocking off a bill at a time by using your Velocity Banking method. And so each month you're going to have more money to spend because you're getting rid of a bill that you had now. And plus on top of that, now you're owning something. You own your car. You own your house. You don't have no debt in credit cards. Like, your utilization is up to par. So like it's eventually building wealth for you, because if you take this Velocity Banking concept and use it with pretty much everything you do, you can even do it with credit cards. You know what I'm saying? Like credit, like not a line of credit, but credit cards from a credit card company, from a lender. I'll get into all of it. Like, we can get into all of that later. If you really are interested in something like that, but you didn't all the way fully understand it, because I can go deeper into it. But if you didn't fully understand it, like, y'all just get at me and I can sit down with you and I can show you exactly what I mean by that. And I can draw up little illustrations for you and make it make more sense. Because some people are more visual learners than they are, you know what I'm saying, like hearing, like audio learners. Like, they can actually, if you draw it out for them and they can see this going in here and this coming out, like it helps out. I can do that for you, you know what I'm saying, but not on this video. All right, so Velocity Banking is for my people who, you know, trying to pay off their debts as soon as possible. And buying a house, your mortgage is a debt. Buying a car, your car note is a debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, credit cards, using credit cards for whatever you're using them for, and then owing that back. Like, you want to keep your credit utilization rate at under 30% all the time. At least 30% or under. So if you got outstanding credit card debt, like, Velocity Bank that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to be able to have decent enough credit to get a line of credit from the bank, or use your home equity as a line of credit to do that Velocity Banking concept I taught you. And then there's another concept called infinite banking. Infinite banking gets crazy, bro. Like, you can do infinite banking and mix infinite banking with Velocity Banking, use both of them together, and man, it'll blow your mind. I ain't even gonna get into that with y'all right now. Like, real talk, if I go into that, if I were to explain to y'all infinite banking concept and Velocity Banking concept and how to use them individually, then how to mix them and use both of them together, it'll blow y'all's mind, bro. You know, they blew my mind. I paid to learn this type of stuff. I'm not, you know, like, this Free Game Friday. I'm giving y'all some shit for free that I'd had to pay for. You know what I'm saying? So just take notes. Like, pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. This shit is real. It works. This is how these wealthy people are. This is what they doing. I learned it from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention. It's for real. All right, so I'm gonna move on. If you like that, though, get at me. I can definitely show you more and I can explain it to you better, you know what I'm saying, on a personal setting, as opposed to me, like, looking at the time, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make this video worthy and you know what I'm saying, and make it, like, manage my time with these videos, because I can go all day, y'all. Y'all know I can. So another concept I had, what was the other one for y'all, Free Game? Okay. I know a lot of guys that do music. I'm a music publisher myself. I own my own label. You know what I'm saying? I own my own company. I have artists that I publish their music. Okay, so I'm just going to be quick. I ain't going to take up too much of y'all time because a lot of guys want to do it their own way, or a lot of guys feel like they already got it figured out. And I'm not going to be the one to sit here and tell you what you're doing is wrong and what I'm doing is right and I'm better than you. And we ain't even finna play those games. Like, some of y'all know more than I know. I ain't gonna say y'all know more than I know, but some of y'all know some things that I don't know that I might need to learn. And I know some things that I know y'all don't know because I'm sitting here watching y'all doing it wrong. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. First thing I'm gonna tell y'all about me: if you're an artist, if you make music, or if you know somebody who makes music, if you're a label owner, if you have a label and you have artists that make music, I just want to teach you one thing. I have a whole course that we teach on it. I have a whole curriculum, like a 12-week class that we teach about music publishing and about how to get all your money out of this. So I just want to share with y'all one thing. The first step, if you don't know this, like, you really tripping, bro. If you're doing music and you don't know this, like, you need to quit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just thank me. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank me for teaching you this shit. Because if you're doing this, if you're not doing this and you're doing music, you need to quit doing music until you figure this out, bro, for real. Start a company, start an LLC, start a corporation, whatever you want your company to be. It could be an S Corp, it could be a LLC. You can start an LLC and elect to tax it as an S Corp using Form 2553 from the IRS.gov. And then you'll have an LLC that's taxed like an S Corp. That's a whole nother, we'll get into that on another time too. But what I'm telling you is have a company. That's going to be your catcher's mitt. Have a company and take that company and register that company with ASCAP and BMI. Now, a lot of you guys know that, okay, if I'm an artist, I need to have a PRO, a performer rights organization, which is ASCAP, BMI, CSAC. CSAC is like invite only, so don't even worry about them. ASCAP and BMI. I prefer ASCAP. I'm actually a BMI member, but I prefer ASCAP, and I'm going to switch, you know what I'm saying, later on. But for the time right now, I'm BMI because I signed up BMI years ago. But ASCAP is the way to go if you ask me. With your publishing company, what you basically want to do is you just want to start an LLC, and then you want to get the proper paperwork to, you know what I'm saying, the proper contracts. I can help you with those too. I can get those contracts for you. You want to get those contracts and you want to sign yourself, if you're an artist, or sign your artist to this publishing company that you have. And then you just take this publishing company, and when you go on ASCAP, it'll say, register as an artist, individual artist, $50. It'll say register as a publisher, $50. It'll say register as an artist and a publisher, $100. So if you rap and you want to be your own boss and you want to own your own shit, like, register as an artist and a publisher, it's going to cost you $100. If you don't rap and you're just a label owner, go register your LLC with ASCAP and with BMI as a publisher. Because now when people sign to your label, or when you sign yourself to your label, you're publishing your own music. You got publishing royalties and you got artist royalties. There's 100% of each. You see what I'm saying? And if you're just an artist and you sign to somebody else, they get all your publishing royalties. They don't have to give you none of that because they're the ones publishing your music. It's their company. It's their LLC. They're the ones who putting all the codes to your music. They're the ones who publishing your songs. They're the ones who putting your music out. So they get all of the publishing. And they don't even really have to pay that much to do that. They got y'all tricked thinking that, oh, I'm signing you, so I'm going to give you this and you pay me that back, but I got to pay all this money. They really don't have to pay. It's not a lot of money being paid out to do that. If y'all want to jump in on that course, I can teach y'all step by step from the bottom. I promise you will love me after. If you do music and you go through this, I promise you will love me after you get done. Even before you finish, you'll be like, man, I'm so glad that I found this through him. But just keeping it simple, start a label. Go get you an LLC. It costs a little bit of nothing to start an LLC in whatever state you're in. I got a list of all the sites to go to the state Secretary of State to where you can start your LLC, whatever state you're in. Like, go start a label by buying a LLC. Not buying an already existing one, but starting your own LLC. It costs a couple $100. Start you an LLC. Go to ASCAP. If you're an ASCAP artist and you don't plan on signing nobody, go to ASCAP, sign up as an artist. You should be already signed up as an artist. And then sign up your LLC as a publisher with ASCAP. Okay? Do that. And then if y'all need more help on that, get back to me. I will show you how to publish your own music But that's the first step. If you don't have a LLC, a company or label that you're with, then you losing already because you're putting out music. You're not even knowing that you're getting paid off the music that you're putting out, and your all the money comes to the publishing company. So if you're not getting no money, you don't even know that it's probably people already getting money off of you if you're signed to them, and they don't have to tell you nothing because they know you don't know nothing. So they getting paid off of you, and you just waiting to get a better deal, or you waiting to go on tour and do some shows and get some money. Like, it's money being made with music all day, every day, and people don't even have to know you. Your stuff don't even really have to be getting as many plays as you think it does for you to be drawing a check off of that. Quarterly, they pay, ASCAP pays quarterly. I think BMI is every 6 months. I don't know if they changed that, but I know for sure ASCAP pays every quarterly. So every 3 months, they're going to cut you a check. But your music has to be set up properly. You have to publish your music right way. And you have to you just got to know what you're doing. And it's simple to know what you're doing. Just holler at me. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost much, but I'll show you how to do that, bro. For real, like from step to step. You be like, man, I needed this. And it'll give you more confidence, and you'll start putting out more music faster because you're like, man, I've been putting out music all this time and I ain't been getting no money off of it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I'm finna start. Now I'm really finna be putting out music because it's not just me trying to build my buzz. It's not just me trying to get, you know what I'm saying, like a certain following or people knowing about me. It's about me really getting my money back off of the money. I'm spending money on studio time. If I'm not a producer, I'm spending money on beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending money on all these things, but I'm not seeing none of it come back to me. All I'm seeing is, oh, people like my video. Oh, I got a few new followers. Oh, my YouTube channel, I done ran up a couple of thousand. I ain't getting paid off of none of that though. Like, stop that, bro. Sis, if you making music, like, get at me. I'm telling you, the first thing you need to do is sign yourself. Or if you're a label owner, sign your artists and get them paid right. You still get the publishing because you're the owner of the label, but you give them their artist royalties. And then you eventually show them how to do what you're doing so they can in turn, look at Meek Mill. He was with Maybach first. Now he Dreamcatchers. He probably still Maybach. But what I'm saying is people evolve. Wiz Khalifa was Rostrum, and then he done his thing. He went up and signed Juicy J. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about that. These artists, they become artists and then they end up finding out the game and then they start their own. Kanye West was Rockefeller. Now he good music. He's still with Roc Nation or whoever he with, you know what I'm saying, with Rockefeller, whatever the case may be, but he good music. He started his own label. 2 Chainz was good music. He got signed to good music. Now what is it? He True Universe, what's his label called? Whatever it is, he's signing artists now. Gucci was Big Cat, you know what I'm saying? But then he learned the game. Now Gucci got so icy and he's signing artists. Like, think about it, bro. They not doing this shit for no reason. But at the same time, they didn't know about it in the beginning. That's why they didn't start off like that. I'm trying to equip y'all to where y'all can start off like that. And so by the time you get on that level, you're going to be done made so much money. If y'all don't know who Russ is, go Google Russ. If you're a musician, if you make music, go Google Russ and then just come back and holler at me. Watch what I show you. Just go Google Russ. He knew about this from the beginning. All right. And one more thing I'm gonna do with y'all before I go. I know a lot of people on here, you know what I'm saying? People that I know. I'm from the streets, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all, for people who know me, y'all know what's up with me. I just did 6 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not glorifying that. I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but like on top of that, on top of other times of me being incarcerated, like that's the lifestyle that I come from. And so I'm doing this right here to change my lifestyle. I'm doing this to better myself, for my kids, for my family. Like, I'm doing this to help other people who don't take the time to study and think for themselves and research the stuff on their own. This is who I'm doing it for. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for everybody that it applies to at the end of the day. But for those people who are come from where I come from, I got a special place in my heart for y'all because I know if y'all knew better, y'all would do better. So just real quick, I'm going to say something to y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my guys who know me, I done already been through this with them. I told them this a long time ago. I had a guy hit me up. One of my brothers, he hit me up and say, bro, I appreciate you, bro. Man, I just went to the bank and deposited $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you told me to do. Hey, man, I know. You know, it's all good. I just gave y'all that. You know what I'm saying? That's free game. That's what Fridays is all about. Fridays is all about free game, man. If you in the streets and you deal with cash, because most people who work jobs, they don't ever really see cash. They get direct deposit, they swipe their card, they don't even ask for cash back. You know what I'm saying? There's really no point in doing it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the streets, this might be something small to you. This might, you know what I'm saying, not really mean nothing to you, but I guarantee you it adds up. If you're in the streets, bro, and you dealing with cash, if you in the streets, sis, and you dealing with cash on a daily basis, When you go to the store, I don't give a damn where you're going. When you go somewhere to spend some money, break a 50, a 20, or a 10. Never spend your 5s and your 1s. I started off with 1s. And I saved my 1s. Every time I go to the store, I take a 10 or I take a 20. I don't care if I'm going in there to buy a piece of bubble gum. I'm spending a $20 bill because guess what? I'm getting change back. All the 1s that I get, I put them in my left pocket. I keep all my other bills in my right pocket. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. When I was doing this, you know what I'm saying, I was keeping all the big bills in my right pocket and I was putting all the small bills in my left pocket. I got to saving up so many 1s doing that. I said, shit, I'm finna start doing 5s too. Okay, every time I go in the store, every time you go in the store, I don't care if you're going to buy a beef jerky stick and some chips. I don't care if you're going to buy a soda, you know what I'm saying? Go buy whatever you're going to buy. Break a 20. Break a 50. I wouldn't recommend breaking hundreds. I just, you know, I'm some of them. I like to keep all my blue faces. But break a 20, break a 50, break a $10 bill. And then when you get the change back, put all the 5s and all the 1s in a separate pocket than the rest of that money. Do that all day. Every time you spend some money, use a big bill, get the change, put the 5s, if you can't do 5s, start off with 1s. Put all the 1s in your pocket. Eventually work your way up to 5s. Put all the 5s in your other pocket. When you get home at the end of the day, find you a box or some shoe box or anything and just throw all the 5s and all the 1s in there. Do that every day. Every time you go out and you go to spend some money, use a big bill and put the 5s and the 1s up. Do that every day. If you deal with cash, this is only pertaining to my guys. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If y'all deal with cash, like put them 5s and them 1s up, please. You don't even count them because the thing about it is you're tricking yourself into saving some money that you wouldn't have saved in the first place. Because if I go in the store to buy a pack of cigarettes and I got a $5 bill and some 1s in my pocket, I'm going to pull them 5s and them 1s. I think Newports is, I don't know, I don't smoke no more, but I think they high now. I think they like $6 or some shit like that. So if I go in the store to buy some Newports, boom, and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm using my 5s and my 1s and shit to pay for that. But if I would have just spent that $20 bill and took all them 5s and them 1s and put them up in my pocket, I'm tricking myself into saving some money that I never would have saved in the first place. And you're thinking like, oh man, I put up hundreds a day. Okay, that's cool. That's what you do. No, I ain't knocking you for doing it. If you already got a method that works for you, cool. I'm talking to the people who don't know what I'm talking about. Man, put up your 5s and your 1s. Don't ever spend no 1s or no, especially 1s. Like we can start off with 1s because 5s are a little bit harder, but I do 5s, man. I love to see a $5 bill, bro. Like I'm cuffing it. I'll give you 6, 7 1s for a $5 bill, like real talk. I'll give you a $20 bill for 3 5s. Like that's just how serious I am about saving my 5s and my 1s. I ain't gonna do that for everybody. I'm just saying every so often, like I'm trying to collect them 5s because I know I put them in a box and I don't never count them. I never count those. And then at the end of the day, I might do that shit for a month or 2 months or whatever. And then when I do finally go and I count those 5s and those 1s, man, it come up to be like thousands of dollars, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 that I would have never even know I had because I would have spent that throughout the day on little small stuff. And guess what? Now I take them 5s and them 1s and now they thousands of dollars or whatever they be. And then I just put that into rotation or whatever else I got going on. I might go and start a side hustle and invest in something else with them 5s and them 1s. I can take them 5s and them 1s, like my partner said, and put them in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, try that shit. It works. I promise you it works. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. Like, I love y'all, man. I love to see everybody win. I promise you, man. I have never hated on a soul, man. Like, if I'm doing something that somebody else doesn't know how to do, I'm here to show them how to do that. Like I've always been. I sometimes take myself down because I'm trying to help other people out so much. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just the type of person I am. And I know a few other people like me, and we all relate because we on the same thing, man. But one thing about it is we gonna prevail because the people that we help appreciate that. And if they ever make it big off of what we're teaching them or what we're helping them do, they're going to remember the people who helped them do that. And I don't need no handout. I ain't asking nobody to do nothing for me or remember what I taught you so you can come back. I ain't asking for that. I do this because I love to do it. And with that being said, man, them were just 3 things I wanted to share with y'all. 3 things that apply to 3 different types of people. You know what I'm saying? The velocity banking, that's one thing. The saving the 5s and the 1s, that's one thing. And the music publishing. That's another thing. I know a lot of people that do music. I know a lot of people that still in the streets. I know a lot of people that got good credit and got good jobs. Like, I'm giving game to all of y'all, bro. It's Friday. This shit is free. Love y'all, man. Peace.